Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good evening, Facebook family. Welcome to another episode of Post Daily Dose with me, your trusted parenting advisor, faithful guide, and servant on the healing journey. What's my name? Big Papa Bryan+Post. Hope everyone's doing fantastic out here in the wide open fresh air of the great state of Oklahoma. I'm noticing I've got a little allergy thing going on. So I think I heard the hay weed, something was high or what have you. So tonight's episode, I wanted to talk to the moms and dads about something very specific. And I don't talk about this a lot, but I feel like it's really important. And I'm not sure what brought it up. Maybe it was the fact that me and Mimi went and saw Rambo today. And Mimi, if you don't know, is my mom. So we went and saw Rambo today and got to see Sylvester Stallone in action again after years. How long has this guy been doing it? 40 years. And he's always in amazing shape. And it reminded me of something that I was involved in when I took a little sabbatical from doing all my child and family work, and that was running medical clinics. So for the better part of about 6 years, I actually owned and operated anti-aging clinics in Northwest Arkansas and in Fort Smith. And our whole kind of model was around helping people with nutrition, helping them with detoxification, helping them with stress, helping them with fitness, and helping them with hormones. And so I thought I'd talk to you guys just briefly tonight about the importance of getting your hormones balanced after the age of 30 and after you've had children, or if you have a lot of stress in your lives. If you're feeling like your energy is not where it used to be, I really want to encourage you to go to someone who specializes in bioidentical hormones. Bioidentical means they're natural because they're usually derived from sweet potatoes to mimic the body's own chemistry. And the hormones that derive from the yams, they're all different kinds, but they are created to elevate your levels. And the thing that most people don't understand is that chronic stress diminishes your natural hormone levels. So that's why childbirth usually throws your hormones out of whack. That's why after the age of 30, men's testosterone starts to drop by 1% every single year. For women, after they hit a certain age, their progesterone levels start to drop, and that's why they start to have difficulty with sleeping. Also for men and women, thyroid deficiency is a big issue, and why you usually can't lose weight. And so there's just so many factors. Estrogen is one of the reasons women's skin starts to get more thin and more wrinkly. And so we don't realize that there's this whole science, and it's sad because there's so many sciences in the world that should be combined into one that would make such a unique understanding. And that's what I did in my medical clinics. But what I wanted to tell you guys and really encourage you is, if you have been feeling low energy, if you've not been sleeping well, if you've not been able to lose weight, if you've not been able to just have the get up and go that you usually would have. Now I'm kind of out in the country, so it's Oklahoma, so there are pickup trucks everywhere. If you don't have that same get up and go as you used to have, then I really want to encourage you, find someone, just put it in the Google search, bioidentical hormones or hormone testing, hormone therapy. This is usually not something that your regular doctor will do, because most primary care physicians are not experienced in bioidentical hormones. They're not experienced in natural hormones. And a lot of times, just like give you guys for instance with testosterone, especially for men, but the same for women. For men, The range for testosterone is from 200 to 1200. 1200 is the optimal range of testosterone for anti-aging medicine. 200 is the low end of the range. If you go to your general practitioner and you get tested for your hormones and you test at a 250, they're going to tell you that you're within your normal range. But think about that. If 200 to 1200 is the range and 1200 is optimal, it's actually 800 to 1200 is optimal for anti-aging. 800 to 1200 is optimal for peak benefits. If you come in at 200, and most young guys that we used to test back in the day, they were well under 200. And so what would happen, hey Annalisa and hey Brian and Kendra, what would happen is that they would be so far under. It's so sad. I would have 70-year-old men come in and their testosterone levels would be higher than 30-year-old men. And it's because of the nutrition in our society. It's because of the stress in our society that it just has such an impact on our natural body functions. But if you go to your natural primary care physician and you're at a 250, or for a woman, if you go to your natural care physician and let's say your hormone levels come in at a 20, I think the range for women is like 5 to 70 or something like that. I'm not as familiar with the women's levels because I interacted more with the men. But if your levels are like a 15, most doctors will be like, oh, you're okay. But you're not. See, if your testosterone level is that low, your energy is down, your libido, and see, what's important about libido is that libido is your sexual energy. It's not necessarily your sexual drive, it's your sexual energy. Sometimes you can have sexual drive, but you don't have the sexual energy to want to have sex and to want to make love and all that beautiful stuff that comes along with that. So you need both moms and dads need to have their testosterone levels boosted up in the home so you both get on the same page. But guys, you want to be at 800 to 1200. I mean, that's like optimal. That's anti-aging, and this is science. This is research. This is not, hyperbole. This is literally, it's 200 to 1200. And if you went to the anti-aging conferences, which I've gone to, then you understand those levels and those ranges. And that's why I want to encourage you guys, go to an anti-aging physician. Go to someone who specializes in bioidentical hormones, specializes in optimization. Another word these days is functional medicine, meaning they'll look at all your levels. And once you get your ranges normalized, for women, there's estrogen, there's progesterone, there's three kinds of estrogen actually, and then there's your thyroid. So once you get those optimized, you're gonna feel so much better. Mom's feeling better, dad's feeling better, everyone's feeling better. Guess what that does for you and your children? It makes you so much more proficient for being able to connect and interact with your children, and it gives you so much more energy, and you're able to engage, and you're able to do all these have all this activity and involvement that you haven't been able to have before. So it's just a little bit different than our usual daily dose, but I know it's something that a lot of you don't think of on a regular basis. I would encourage you, really look at your diet, really look at your exercise, really look at your sleep. And again, for women, especially if you're having problems with sleep, insomnia, you're probably in a state of progesterone imbalance. Your progesterone is diminished, and a lot of times just a little cream on your forearm can help you sleep like a baby. So I just want to encourage you guys, optimize your health in every possible way. I know we talk so much about emotional health and we talk about so much about psychological health, but I want you to be healthy at every possible level. So I hope this has been beneficial. Remember, in any given situation, we always have two choices. We can continue to do the same thing every day, in and out, and expect a different result, a different outcome. And Einstein calls that the definition of insanity. That is also choosing fear, where we can stop, we can slow down, we can take 3 to 10 deep breaths, and we can choose love, and we can do something different. God bless you. Big Papa loves you guys. Hey, one more thing. In the description of tonight's episode, as is in quite a few of them, there's a link to my trauma-informed certification. If you've not gotten trauma-informed certified yet, I want you to click on that link and I want you to check that out. This is something you can do at your own pace. It's already been recorded. You get access to a site where you can go, you can study at your own pace. It's 8 hours of trauma-informed understanding. We give you a certification afterwards. You take a quiz, you send it in, you get a certification. With that certification, you can actually go out and start teaching other people. So if you have not yet become trauma-informed certified, I really want to encourage you to do that. Just click on the link in the description of tonight's episode, and I assure you, you're going to love it. It's going to be amazing. And if you're already a Levolution member, then you have access to the trauma-informed certification already. So you can go into the Levolution membership, and it's just sitting there waiting for you. So if you haven't done it, I mean, what are you waiting for? You know, weekend's coming up. Let's just do it over the weekend. Let's make it happen. But if you just want to do the certification, if you don't want to join us at the Levolution, then you can just click on that link, check it out. It'll be amazing. It's something for professionals, something for parents. It's just a fantastic little program we've put together for you. All right, God bless you guys, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.